Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff, out here on the Sam Houston Tollway East between Mesa and Wilson. This evening we had reports of a possible drive-by shooting near this location. Upon arrival, our deputies located a deceased male inside a vehicle. It's a small silver sedan that's out here, and there's a deceased male inside the vehicle. He appears to be possibly in his 20s. No other persons in the vehicle that we know of. The preliminary information we have is that this may have stemmed from some type of road rage incident near the corner of Wilson and the Tollway. There were reports of two vehicles, including this one, that were possibly, cutting each other off through traffic. And at some point, they may have started an argument, and then at some point, shots rang out. We're still trying to canvass the location for some possible evidence. So it's very early in the investigation at this point. We ask that anybody that may have information about this to please contact us at 713-221-6000 or 713-222-TIPS, which is Crime Stoppers. The description of the other vehicle, it was simply described as a pickup truck. The pickup truck fled the scene, and so we're also trying to see if we can canvass the area for any additional witness or anyone that may come forward about that. But again, we do have one deceased male here at the location inside the vehicle, and it appears to have stemmed from an aggressive driving road rage incident.
And he was the only person in the vehicle, from what you understand?
Yes, he was a driver. He's the only person in the vehicle, no one else.
And the car that's in front of it with the hazards on,
That's just a separate vehicle. I don't think it's related to the scene.
And where was the aggressive driving or the shooting? Where do you think it happened?
The reports of the aggressive driving, I think, happened somewhere along the feeder road just prior to the Mesa intersection. So at some point between there and this location, we feel that shots rang out, or we believe shots rang out. The vehicle does have what appears to be several bullet strikes, so it appears several shots were fired at his vehicle. We don't know if this person was armed or not, or displayed a weapon. We haven't got that far in the investigation at this point, but there were reports that there were some aggressive driving, zigzagging in and out of traffic with each other, and eventually an argument ensued, and then it led to some shots being fired.
So definitely he was fired upon, but
Yes.
You don't know if there was an exchange.
Yeah, we don't know if there was any kind of exchange other than his vehicle has several bullet strikes, and of course he's deceased here at the scene, but we don't know the situation with the other vehicle that fled, the other pickup truck.
I mean, this is an opportunity to say what about aggressive driving or road rage?
Yes, we were commenting just here now that it seems so commonplace now to hear about road rage incidents. I remember years ago when I started my career many years ago, it wasn't a common occurrence, and now it seems like on a regular basis we hear something related to aggressive driving that either beyond just the shootings that we're aware of, we also get a lot of reports of people just gesturing like they have a weapon or pointing a gun and didn't fire. So the incidents are much greater. We obviously get the most attention on the ones where somebody was struck and lost their life, but it just it's out of control. It's dangerous. Somebody's going to get hurt. It just, looking in the vehicle, it appears there were some items belonging to a child, maybe. I don't know the connection to this person in the vehicle, but again, a child could have been in that vehicle, a stray bullet. It's just dangerous behavior. A lot of people have lost their lives. It's not worth it. And unfortunately, we see too much of it.
And so you do have witnesses, though, to this one?
We have potential witnesses. We haven't talked to them at length to see how much they saw. We're hoping that we could piece something together. We're also canvassing for cameras as well. And as a public, we had a lot of vehicles that were stuck out here when all this went down. So we're hoping somebody saw something, and hopefully once they make it home, they can call in and give us the information. We always say we're always just one clue away from being able to clear a case, and our investigators will get on it.
What kind of charges is this suspect going to face once he's caught?
Yeah, well, I mean, murder charges would be the most logical, and unless, again, we don't know all the dynamics, we'll have to investigate and see what kind of evidence we have. But, these are obviously very serious charges. Somebody lost their life, so it would be murder, most likely.
Did you say there were one or two people in the other vehicle?
We don't know. they didn't say how many people. At least one driver, but we don't know if there were other occupants other than it being described as a pickup truck. We don't know what type, no model yet. As soon as we get that information, if it comes forward, we'll update the information.